This week, it's 2K TV's 200th episode. We take a look at your favorite moments.
That entire game for them was luck.
Plus, a very special guest. And of course, your top plays. Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
And we wouldn't be here without you guys, the NBA 2K20 community, so thank you.
Absolutely. And one person who's been here since the start is none other than my man, Laker legend, Shaquille O'Neal. He's been on the cover of NBA 2K6, 2K7, and most recently, the cover of the Legend Edition of NBA 2K18.
And I had the opportunity to chat with him while capturing for NBA 2K20, and we thought, who better to bring us into the 200s but Big Diesel himself. Let's go. Alexis Morgan here with a guest who needs no introduction, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal, a.k.a. Shaq, a.k.a. DJ Diesel. What's going on?
How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
You were just shooting mocap today for 2K20. Now that's crazy because you first joined the 2K team 14 years ago when you were on the cover of 2K6.
So I've been with these guys 14 years?
14
years. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yes. How has the game changed since then?
I mean, the technology is super advanced. I'm waiting for the day to where we can control players that look like we look now. Technology is getting more advanced year and year. 14 years ago it wasn't this advanced. And I'm looking at the players in the game now, and you get to see their likenesses and, you know, how they walk, how they run, how they play. And it's a great game.
What about the culture of 2K? A lot of development. What do you think about that?
I don't know how they count video games, but let's just put it in music terms. They go double and triple platinum every year. I know I buy 1,000 games from them and hand them out. I know every time I go in the video game store, they're sold out. A couple of friends of mine have like real big game tournaments at the house, and you know, it's just fun where you can go back and play with current players and old players and mixed players. It's definitely something that people like to do.
Last year, we held our first My Team Unlimited tournament. My Team mode allows you to cherry pick your players. Now, let's play this little game right here where you can cherry pick your starting five from past or present NBA players. Who you got?
I got Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, myself, and Pistol Pete Maravich.
How many games you guys
Actually, I'm going to trade Pistol Pete for Steph Curry, because he's my favorite player right now.
Really?
Yeah, and we'd go 1,000-0. Nobody would beat us.
I know you have children. Do they play 2K?
I have 3 sons and 3 daughters. My 3 sons definitely play.
And what team do they choose when they play?
I don't ask them. But I know they don't really use me.
Why not?
Because to them, I'm just dad. You know, their favorite players, LeBron, Steph, you know, Kobe, those guys like that. So, but I don't really, you know, take it personally, because when I was young, my father was a hell of a player, but Dr. J was my guy. So it's just an honor to be a father that has played amongst the greats and, you know, been named one of the greats, but I don't really take it personally. I just like to see them have fun.
In the NBA right now, do you have anybody that you have your eye on?
I like Giannis because he's definitely playing out of position, but he's definitely turning the game around. When I was coming up, big guys were automatically taught to rebound and pass it to a guard, but he is a guard and he's 7 foot, and every time he gets it in the paint, he's trying to throw it down, dunk on people, plays with a lot of aggression, making his name for himself. You know, whenever you got a young guy in a small market, but he's known worldwide, that's just, you know, showing you that he's a really great player.
Off the court, outside of inside the NBA, you do a lot of things. You've been a DJ for quite some time, and you are on the turntables recently a lot. What's next for you?
Well, I just like to maximize my potential and have fun. As a former medium-level juvenile delinquent, being on punishment a lot, I used to sit in a room and have dreams of apparition. So first one, of course, to be like Dr. J. And then I go to MTV Raps and see LL Cool J. I wanted to be like him. And I see Arnold Schwarzenegger in a movie. I want to do movies. Then I go to the concerts and see Terminator X, Public Enemy's DJ, I want to be a DJ. So growing up, I practice all those things. And like a lot of times when I do it now, people just think it comes from out of nowhere. But as long as I've been practicing basketball, I've been practicing my other crafts.
Thanks for joining us on NBA
Anytime.
2K.
I'll see you around.
I'm the 2K MC. Fall has taken over the neighborhood, and the 2K Compete events keep on rolling all year long. Here's what's going down. Tonight, hop into the neighborhood quick, cause it's dime time at 7 p.m. Pacific. If everyone contributes assists, then everyone gets VC. Super simple, right? And some extra boosts for the top 3. Saturday at 2 p.m. in your region, boot camp. This is for my players with an overall rating of 75 and below. Sunday, noon, rush 2v2. Grab a friend and win 4 games in a row for VC, boosts, and some arm sleeves to flaunt, yo. Next week's 2K Compete events will kick off Friday at 7 p.m. Red ball, blue ball, extreme. Find your team's color and score. Or to earn 5 points for your team. Or you can hit the opposing team for an extra point. On Saturday the 12th, the 3rd Ruffles Ridge Tournament of Champions. And Race Day Sunday, Formula The 2K starts its engines as you earn my points to complete the 40-lap race. This week at Swags, check out the latest drop for your My Player for Rube. And remember to keep an eye for the latest gear across the neighborhood on the billboards, because goggles are hitting the neighborhood on Thursday. I'm the 2K MC. And I'll be back with your top plays from the playground.
Last week, we asked you to share your favorite 2K TV moment.
And we've gathered a few of those along with some of our favorites.
Let's take a look.
TV show and a video game.
I want to play as my player, though. I don't like me. Y'all put me out there with the knee brace. I'm moving all slow. You know, my player got the dress. He looking crazy. He looking like a roster. He about 7'4", playing the point.
I'm really going around saying, hey, I'm a legend. I don't know.
I think
to answer your
you're
question, yes, I'm a legend.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV. We are here in Charlotte, and I am your new host, Chris Manning.
We've already been having a ton of fun here at All-Star Weekend, so let's get started with rising star Donovan Mitchell.
If you make it, then you win. Oh my gosh.
Yeah!
I can't believe I just lost a three-point competition to a center.
Knicks Gaming wins Game 2, the NBA 2K League Championship, and $300,000.
Oh, hey. Jimmy, right in your mouth. That's
Go in.
Kobe Bryant. Of course it's Kobe.
Just type in, I watched NBA 2K TV, and it's yours.
That's how we started. That's how we start. So we'll alternate, put a little pressure on ourselves. This is the court that we scrimmage on during practice. I got a good eye for this room.
So you're used to this one?
Let's see, I missed my first one. I'm talking my game.
Green. The green, and that is it. 1 million BC. Miles Brown.
Give me that BC, boy.
There's some new exciting things happening, especially this year in the game. I can't tell you about it.
Can't tell me about it?
No, can't tell you.
I might know some exciting things that you don't know about, too.
I doubt that.
Really?
Yeah,
You probably know more people than me.
exactly.
I hope you are just as excited for the show as I am, and I can promise you that we are going to have an awesome time.
It's the 200th episode, and that means we have a very special guest today, somebody who helped build the show into what it is today. Rachel Demita, how are you?
Hi. Hey guys, I'm doing really well. How about you?
We're doing well. We want to know what you've been up to.
I'm working on a new series right now with Overtime that's gonna finally be launching in November. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'll let you guys in, give you the inside scoop. But I'll be starting a podcast soon.
That's awesome.
Alexis had a big question for you.
Yes, what's your favorite 2K TV moment?
Maybe the launch of episode 1.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel, and this is NBA 2K TV.
We were just so nervous and anxious because nobody knew it was coming, and then all of a sudden, I was just waiting for it to go live, and then once it did, we all kind of freaked out. Some other moments, obviously, Apple Baseball is one of my favorite things ever.
I have one more favor to ask, though, Rachel. One more final hey guys for our fans out there.
Of course. Hey guys. Whoa, my whole camera almost fell over doing that. That's how excited I got.
Yo, thank you, bro.
Hey guys, I hope that you guys are loving the new 2K TV with Alexis and Chris. They're amazing, so make sure that you keep supporting it. And I appreciate you guys having me on for the 200th episode. I feel really special.
Yeah,
so,
well, from
thank you.
everybody here at 2K, we just wanted to say thank you for making the show what it is today. You were an important part of that. And Rachel, thanks so much for joining us on the 200th episode of 2K TV.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Não, acho que não. Agora a caixa não tá.
This is the 2KMC, and in honor of the 200th episode of 2K TV, your top plays this week will be all playground. Because Park has been around from day one of 2K TV. You feel? Let's kick it off with Braylon Baker. Going the distance, clearing the defender for the win. Using that slashing takeover and making them pay. Vinsanity. 20 years ago from that insane VC dunk. 200 episodes? It's perfect. Now it's Ace PNG Gutta, hunting for treasure, and finding it, catching the lob for the stop. Running the fancy fast break. Ugh. Next is your boy Ace, with the shake and bake and two-hand jam. Your boy making mincemeat of the defense with that Crawford gather. Filthy. Last up, Finnecane James and Squad. Pulling off the 360 double alley-oop for the win. That's more passes in one play than most of you make in a whole game. Now vote for your favorite play. And a shout out to all of the 2K community for your submissions over the years and making this segment the best. Don't stop now. Keep submitting all your highlights to social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. This is the 2KMC. And I'll catch y'all next week.
If you've been paying attention to the interactive questions, you'll notice we're giving away more 2K TV gear this episode. It's a thank you for joining us for 200 episodes, and we want to see you sporting your new 2K TV drip in the neighborhood. Share your pics over social using hashtag 2KTVSwag. And check us out at NBA2K_2KTV. We'll have even more exclusive 2K TV gear for you this week. "200 episodes. Who would have thought?"
Wow, and here's the 200 more. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Next 200 episodes, when we're filming our 400th episode, who do you think is going to be on the 2K cover?
Well, he has 4 rings, so I say why not put him on the 4th cover? Shaquille O'Neal is my choice.
I like that idea.
Most dominant ever. And remember, you can watch previous episodes of NBA 2K TV via the 2K TV tab, and new episodes drop every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific.
Until then, here's a sneak peek at what we have coming up for you next week. Thank you so much to the 2K community for tuning in, and until next time, we'll see you later.
I don't really know what it's like being in 2K, but being here today was a lot of fun.
Io. Mega. Tá-se bem?
Bene. Não está aí a equipa.
Hoje não. Ai, finalmente em casa, com um fim de semana não, eu 10 dias de folga, parece um fim de semana.
Semana bonita, férias.
Top. Top of the agents.
Acho que põe uns 10 jogos e o boneco ainda é um freguinho do caralho.
Quem? Ah, o boneco.
We're all stuck at home, but we are working hard to bring you 2K TV. And I know I've been doing a lot of eating, a lot of watching TV. Besides playing 2K, Chris, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been watching a lot of 2K. It's been really fun to watch all these competitive games, the community come together.
Hoje em dia foi só bosta. Eu lá do trabalho, fiquei sem luz.
Quem me dera.
Tive que telefonar para o piquete. Olha, um gajo super estúpido. Qualquer dia os gajos dos piquetes começam-se a foder.
Content creators, streamers, it's
Presta
really great to see
manutenção, cada vez que têm que ir à bomba
basketball
também
still
todos
live
fodidos,
through
todos
That's
chateados.
awesome, and we'll
Porque
continue to watch. We hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your time in 2K20.
And you can send in what you're doing in
O era merda lá
NBA2K.
de um botão de emergência que tinha disparado e a gente não viu, estás a ver? O gajo chegou lá, viu o botão, não, é isto aqui, não sei o quê. Não fui, não vi, nem fui eu que fiquei nisso. Eu é que não fui, não sei o quê, não sei o que mais. Eu dia começar a levar uma resposta e depois... mas é tudo, já ontem também foi outro. Um gajo de parte das bombas, dos tanques, diz assim. Um gajo chegou lá também todo fodido, tinha feito 70 km. Foi ir lá à bomba e não sei o quê, não sei o que mais. E eu assim, mas olha, não fui eu que telefonei para você vir. Foi ressol e não sei o quê, não sei o que mais. Venho fazer 70 km por nada e não sei o que mais. Eu tenho culpa de mim e tenho que levar contigo. Porque eles começam a usar aquelas respostas assim, racão. Pois olha. O meu pai estava a dizer.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
Eu não fui. Foi o Papa.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're bringing you the Los Angeles Lakers out at Staples Center as they'll face off against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And the Lakers last year showing improvement with LeBron, but still falling short of a championship. Kenny, in your estimation, what is the timeline?
Obviously, you want to start winning this year. Oh, man, but make the most. You got to just make the most, honey. You got to. Of LeBron, you know, he's only got maybe 4 or 5 years at this level.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely have good management in place. That said, if your goal is to win multiple titles,
that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining us. What do you say we go courtside and talk to Kevin Harlan?
Yeah.
Só depois não sei como é que ele se torna tipo campeão. Porque há só um campeão ou há dois?
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Sacramento Kings. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, I spoke with Jay about the history he has with Coach Ames. They're falling out at Bay City over an injury to a promising freshman, having to deal with each other in summer league, during which time Jay said they talked it out, and they came to an understanding. And I quote, "The past is the past." Guys?
David, fantastic report, thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a Band-Aid over the existing wound.
You know, I've gotten the sense things weren't completely ironed out during Summer League, but by the end of it, both guys were on the same page.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Kings, 2.5 games back.
And when you look at Sacramento, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Jabari Parker is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dion Waiters, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
James finds Howard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the...
It's on 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Greganeiro.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
From outside the arc, they get it back. Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And Davis can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Parker. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barnes. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Fox against Waiters. 2 minutes. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. It's good.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Here's Fox. Sacramento again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that little look.
Pass to Davis over Parker. Here's Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy's, I mean, Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Who's out there now for the Lakers? JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Dion Waiters. He hits both from the stripe.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside, Green. Lakers working the ball around now. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Howard kicks to Kuzma. Offline with his 3.
Lakers foul. Number 20.
For Sacramento, they have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Itu tipo eu sou o gajo tipo que organiza o jogo, estás a ver? Tipo,
and the first one goes.
Mas jogo melhor do que este gajo, marquei 12 pontos por causa da.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when you're big and knock him down from the line.
To the left side wing. Over to the left wing. Here's Howard. Up and in on the layup. Howard's got 8 points.
And you know, the way that Howard is so crafty at using his body in the painted area, really hard to stop him given his size.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Bialica. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line. Here for the Lakers. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Fox against Waiters. Parker looking around. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Morris. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then there's Dion Waiters. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Oh boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Kings leading now by 5. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Barnes outside. Tucker trying to free himself up, and it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Barnes.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
LeBron outside. Puts up a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. The 11-footer. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Barnes. Tucker trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 12 now for Sacramento. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. to Barnes. Parker left side. 6 on the shot clock.
Los Angeles foul ball. Number 20.
Both teams changing it up here.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Barnes. Takes a 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so we conclude the first half. Kings lead by 12. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, until I go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets...
João, como é que é, mano? É tudo negadinho?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We have seen an
Isso é que é preciso, mano.
Substitute changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Alex Len comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Bielitsa in for Harrison Barnes. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'll go with your colleague in mind.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Len, and it's Holmes in at the center position. Fox with the steal. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. .58 seconds left in the third quarter. Misses the wing 3. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the 3.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
.32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And Fox gets it to go.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
LeBron can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Kings have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
That one is no good. And so it's Sacramento feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
Be strong with it down here. Get good looks.
On that end, we'll keep getting stopped. Great defense, great talking out there.
Oh, he is loving the effort on the defensive end.
As he should, a supportive coach who knows when to give his guys some credit.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Dion Waiters, and there's JaVale McGee. Waiters against Fox. Waiters passes to James. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Sacramento leading by 17. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the Kings. Harrison.
Vamos ganhar do quarto. Foda. Temos a 2 pontos dele.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle three-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
And you know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And so it's Sacramento who's straight by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment. To take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Mais a bancada.
say about this league, it's constantly changing. So just look at all of those so-called unicorn bigs. You know, guys like Durant, Porzingis, and Zion, and Simmons, and Embiid, and Luka. Giants who can play like point guards. Big men who can rain three. Shoot the rock, big fella. Yeah, so don't be so sure you know what's going to happen in the future. You know, everyone thought you had to have a Curry a few years ago. Now, you got to have a big guy who can shoot. Or maybe not. The league is unpredictable, and that's something we should all be thankful for.
Strong agree, Hank. Change keeps things fresh.
Yep. You know what else is fresh?
The banger we're about to play for our listeners?
Absolutely right on, Hornet. Time to play some more music. This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Get hip or get stuck.
Já posso que eu me treino. Já o treinador que manda. Triplos, cara.
Estou aqui no mesmo lobby onde é que tu, se fores para o coisa, estás também. Acho eu.
Yo, what's up, man?
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Tem que acertar no verde, mano. Às vezes ali na barra.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Eu estou a ficar por quê, mano?
Come on in. Now, we need to put our heads down and grind if we don't want to have another game like that last one. Now get after it. Let's go.
O fixe é bem a seguir começou a falhar.
We need to be a sound defensive team, and that starts with limiting fast break opportunities. All right, let's go.
abraço para seu.
That's what we need right there. Nice work. All right, let's move on. Hey, he can ball, huh? Good work in practice today. Make sure you get the reps in before you leave the gym.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Get your mind right.
Let's go.
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Keep it going.
Man, I can't even watch this.
You could do better than that. time, man. Next time.
This week on NBA 2K TV, the WNBA draft is coming up. We talk to Aces star Asia Wilson. Then there's a lot going on in the NBA 2K community. We fill you in on tournaments and events. Plus, your top assists of the month. That's all coming up now.
Welcome to another episode of NBA 2K TV. There is so much going on in 2K20 right now, and we've added even more events for you guys. And it is great seeing the community so active.
That's right, the community is on fire. So this week we're going to take you through
bad news on the injury front today, Hornet. Turns out we've got a worst-case scenario brewing with Kyrie Irving's injury, and he's going to miss a significant chunk of time.
Not worried at all, Hank. I think they'll be just fine.
Come on, Hornet. You and I both know how important he is to their success. They're going to have a hard time bouncing back from this one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry, Kyrie. Prayers up, brother. Prayers up.
Yeah, I appreciate that, H-Man. Coming up next, we're going to talk about Kyrie's injury and how it affects the playoff race. But first, we're going to give you some music to enjoy this. Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex.
Get hip or get stuck.
And now, your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At shooting, standing 6'3", number 18, Leon Waiters. At the other guard position, standing 6'1", number 9, Rajon Rondo. At center, standing 6'10", White House. At power forward, standing 6'10", number 3, Anthony Davis. At the other forward position, standing 6'9", number 23, LeBron James. Your home team head coach is Frank Vogel. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Labissiere out there with Clint Capella. And it's Teague in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons up.
Damian Jones comes in for Labissiere. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. Davis up top, fires it up. And that one is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Here's LeBron after the basket by Atlanta. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And Teague's got the ball here for the Hawks. 7-point differential. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And that seems about right, Greg. I mean, last season was one that both of these teams would like to forget. They got beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Hunter, no one around him. Triple from the wing. Hunter's got 9.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
1:19 left here in the first quarter. That shot, no good. Down low, here's Teague, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
The Lakers with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. But they recover it. Another shot. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Capella.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Hunter kicks to Jones. Teague against Waiters. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Capella.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Davis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Teague, the pass to Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. 7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Atlanta sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA. Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Hawks. Teague out there with Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedman, and there's Carter. And it's Fernando in at power forward. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East.
Yes,
Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the Lakers call time here. When it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities? Their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
At the line of the Hawks,
First one falls for Los Angeles, making a switch here. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. So it's the Atlanta Hawks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Cameron. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. That's the Laker 5. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Atlanta leading by 14. And Chris, later this season, LeBron James likely to surpass Kobe Bryant for third on the all-time scoring list.
And that might be a bittersweet moment for Lakers fans, Kevin. I mean, a lot of diehard Kobe supporters who've long held that the Mamba, not LeBron, is the heir apparent to Jordan.
To the paint, Rondo lays it up off the glass. Rondo's got his third basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
They get a hand on it and stolen by LeBron. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Teague surveying the D. Over to the wing. Labissiere, the pass to Herter. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
It's stolen by Davis. Teague against Murray. To the wing on the left. Just 3 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Carter, good on the 7-footer. And the Hawks lead by 12. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Murray. And it's Green in for LeBron. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Teague. From deep three-point range, Fernando pulls it in. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Count it good.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting this mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Now, here's Reddish. He's got 16. Herter passes to Fernando. Now, here's Reddish. He's guarded closely. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Herter passes to Reddish. Fires the 3, and Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that
assist. And so it's Atlanta riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Substitution on the court. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? You're a star, Brooklyn.
Really, at some point, you can go too far with these analytics. You're trying to tell me that Rudy Gobert is better than Shaq because of WAR?
Get that weak stuff out of here, Hank.
LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan because of win shares? What even is a win share? Hornet, can you even tell me that?
I'm not that smart. I got no clue, Hank.
That's true. And can anyone tell me how defense factors in here? How can you quantify that with a number? You just can't. Look, I'm not saying this stuff isn't useful. It's useful. It is. But you can go too far with it. And at a certain point, you've got to inject some common sense into the equation.
Use your heads, dummies.
I agree, and he would know. I think it's time to pump some jams up. You ready for some jams, Hornet?
Pump them up,
Let's go. Pump them up. You're listening to Hank the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex. Back in a bit for more on your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, welcome to the Boost Bar. Can I help you decide on anything?
Lots of good stuff here, but I think I'm gonna hold off. Thank you.
Maybe next time.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. On that Benz in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma, my brother, they know me. Get my lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. Let's go. I like math if you add pesos. Half go. Mad cause my cash way more. Gotta have pay. Leave me at the stop about a I ain't no hip hop god, no. I ain't no hip hop savior, no. Pack up one play, get my stacks up. I'm gonna make moves, you get past up, catch up. No, we can't match up. They wanna act up, pack up. Yo, I got next right here. I don't like talking if it ain't any cash up.